So we're at the Sainte-Catherine Lock, and I don't know, you can see behind me the weights, I guess. Isn't that the thing that lowers, the bridge goes up?
Yep.
I think the weight for the lift bridge. And this is one of the locks where the big cargo ships go down the Saint Lawrence or up the Saint Lawrence to the ocean. And who knows, maybe when we come back we'll actually see one coming through.
That'd be nice. This is a huge lock compared to the ones we saw yesterday, which I think
well,
is
that's
still...
an old canal.
Right, this is still commercially used.
Yeah, this is serious stuff. Our ride takes place on a small section of the Route Verte. The Route Verte is over 3,293 miles and has a distinction of being North America's longest network of bicycle trails. It's also part of the Trans-Canada Trail, the longest cycling path in the world. Our adventure wasn't nearly that far. Our ride starts at the Sainte-Catherine Locks, crosses the Saint Lawrence via Parc Jean-Drapeau, back along a portion of Canal de la Chêne, over to Nuns Island, across the beautiful Estacade duPont Champlain, returning to the Sainte-Catherine Locks. This ride was about 25 miles in total. The bike link between Parc Jean-Drapeau and the Sainte-Catherine Locks offers some of the best views of waterfront Montreal and the sensation of actually riding on the Saint Lawrence Seaway on a thin jetty. Well, it's a real peaceful morning, and we're on a fairly lonely bike trail that runs right along the Saint Lawrence on its own little strip of land. It's pretty interesting. The Samuel de Champlain Bridge opened in 2019, and it's a 2.1 mile crossing. It hosts more than 59 million vehicles a year, which makes it one of the busiest crossings in North America.
Very clean, very nice, as outhouses go.
Parc Jean-Drapeau is comprised of two islands, St. Helens Island and the artificial island of Notre Dame Island. These islands are home to the Montreal Casino, the third largest casino in the world, the Montreal Biosphere, the home of the Canadian Grand Prix, an Olympic rowing basin, and aquatic center, just to name some of the attractions here. The track, home to the Canadian Grand Prix since 1978, was placed here after Expo 67. It's known for its fast straights, challenging chicanes, and tight hairpin turns. It's considered one of the most exciting and demanding tracks on the Formula One calendar, and they allow bikers to ride on this track. Our ride took place 2 weeks before the actual Grand Prix, so here's our attempt at riding the track. I think we did, 50 feet? This geodesic sphere was originally designed as the American Pavilion for Expo 67. It's now the Montreal Biosphere. By the way, if it looks familiar, it's because it inspired Walt Disney to build the Epcot Center. The story of the 1967 World's Fair is pretty interesting because it was initially decided that it was going to be held in Moscow, but they pulled out and Montreal's mayor advocated for Montreal and won. Montreal only had 5 years to pull the whole thing together, so the choice of the site presented many difficulties. They decided to use Ile Sainte-Helene, a park in the center of the Saint Lawrence, and expand that by creating a whole new island, Ile Notre Dame. The exhibition site was planned to accommodate 26 million individual visits over a 183-day period. They had more than twice that amount. here we are pretty much back where we were yesterday. But that's not the worst thing because we're trying to find some food. And so we're, I don't know, maybe a half mile off course, if even that, because we wanted to go back a different way than we came. Okay, so I'm never very good at the restaurants, so we're at this place, the Bistro Brasserie. It's not like on the bike trail, but literally the bike trail is right the other side of that McGill sign. And what are you doing right now?
Drinking beer. Actually a blind ale. And it's very good.
So far, so good. I've been pretty steady on the fact that I never remember to, I'm so busy wanting to eat my food, I never remember to take a video of my food. Okay, we're on Nuns Island, trying to find that bridge to get back over to the trail we came in on. I think I've just gotten a little turned around, but I think if we just stay on the trail that we're on, we can't miss it. I have the tendency to go backwards.
This just feels like it's the right way.
I know, but you let me go the right way lots of times.
Clearly in hindsight, the way it looked on the map is this would be pretty easy.
We are going the right way. Here we are, back to where we started.